What is going on, my fellow mercs? Welcome back to another episode of Sig's Meta Merc Op, where it's zero sweats, all bangers, all day. Of course, I'm your host, Sig, and this is the place for everyday players to see if the latest Warzone classes really pack a punch, or just look good on that digital device of yours. Here's how this works. I'll roll into matches with each hot meta build, which I'll get from websites or social media videos, such as TikToks, Instagram, or YouTube. Then, I'll run through real world scenarios, not a sweat, not a try hard here. I'm simply just an everyday casual player who plays for the fun of the game. And I'll break down exactly what I personally feel like works, what I feel like flops, what you should or maybe shouldn't plug straight away into your Warzone loadout. But of course, all these are simply my opinions and my personal perspective as a casual player. I hope this can help, but think of this more as a stress-free lab, fun and fast, and all about getting those highlight-worthy moments without having to pull out your own hair. So grab your favorite snacks, drop your favorite playlist, and let's jump into today's meta op. It's time to find your next favorite Warzone class. No sweats required. Let's go. All right, so here's where today's meta loadout comes from. It comes from TikTok creator 𝙁𝙤𝙝𝙁, and here's the thing. All right, dude, love your content. I'm excited to try these out. We're gonna try your number 1 and number 2 long range new metas, and we're gonna test them out. That's the 𝙁𝙤𝙗 and the Cypher. All right, look, I loved the Cypher before. I thought the 𝙁𝙗𝙗 was good before. It needed tweaking, but your builds look solid. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test that out, and we're gonna see how well these actually work. And again, I play on keyboard and mouse. I do not play on controller, so I do not get the perk of that joystick and be able to manipulate the recoil even better. So I'm not saying it's an unfair advantage. That's not what I'm saying at all. I am simply saying I play on keyboard and mouse. Recoil control works drastically different. So with that said, let's play the video. Let's see what he's talking about.
Probably one of my favorite weapons that hasn't been in the meta yet is going to be the 𝙁𝙗𝙗. It just got buffed today with increased damage range and headshot multiplier. Already one of the most accurate guns in the game. It just never did enough damage. Now it's been buffed, and this build of the 𝙁𝙗𝙗 will have you slamming your enemy. For now, the number 1 long range meta that's going to replace the Krig is going to be the Cypher. It was meta a couple seasons ago, and then it got nerfed a couple of times, and then it got a silent buff within the last couple of weeks. If you've picked it up off of Floor Loot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It has the best overall combo of recoil control and damage range. This build of the Cypher is going to have you slamming enemies at all ranges and dominating your Warzone lobbies.
Like choke on his gas.
Excessive much? Nope. Worked perfect. There's a satchel right here.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in with me this far. I will say this. 𝙁𝙗𝙗𝙗, brother, that is an awesome loadout, awesome build. The only thing I would personally swap on it, and that I ended up doing after I recorded the videos to test out, would be the underbarrel. I would remove the vertical foregrip and go to like an ammo mod. Right now, recoil springs seem to be broken if you use them, but typically I'd use like overpressure just where I can get a little bit more damage range or a little more damage, or bullet velocity, sorry. But other than that, it's a solid build. Loved running it for the Cypher. Same with the 𝙁𝙗𝙗. 85, I would again remove the vertical foregrip underbarrel and swap out to an ammo mod. Both of them are solid builds. I highly recommend at least testing these out yourselves and seeing it as more of a template and kind of modify as you see fit. Optics are always do what's best for you, do what you think works. There's some optics I don't like using, and there's other optics I absolutely love. Same with other people. It's a preference, but definitely go check it out. Highly recommend it. Again, thank you so much for following along. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop that like and that follow to stay up to date for more amazing loadouts. I have a doozy one coming up soon that I don't have high hopes for, just because of where it comes from. More on that later on the next episode. Till then, everyone, thank you so much, you beautiful people. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Take it easy, you fellow mercs.